Hello everyone, Jenny here from Chill Lifestyle. Okay, so I haven't prepared a reading today. I'm not at my place, so I'm kind of working with what I've got. So today's reading, I have got my Akashic Tarot deck. So today's reading is all going to be about what has the Akashic Tarot got to tell you right now. Okay, so pick a crystal. Okay, so there's 3 stones in front of you. Pile number 1 is this white moonstone. Pile number 2 is this bloodstone, and pile number 3 is this green agate. Okay, so yeah, pick a stone, pick a crystal, and we're just going to find out again what has the Akashic records got for you. So those of you who have chosen pile number 1 with the white moonstone, this is going to be your reading. Okay, so I haven't, as I said, I haven't prepared anything, so I'm going to shuffle and see what has the Akashic got for you. Okay, so started off with the King of Keys. I'm not too sure of the angle, so I'm going to have to show you the cards as I go through them. Okay, Archangel Gabriel. We have Commitment in the reverse. Hilarion. Okay. We then got Unknown Path, Archangel Michael in reverse, and Adsam in reverse. Okay, and then one more card. And we've got Reflection. Okay, so I know you can't really, I'll try and see if I can bring the cards to you. It's not really the best angle. Got to work with what I've got to work with. Okay, so those of you who have chosen this pile, okay, so the basis of whatever you're going through right now, so this is, just basically a general question. You're dealing with a situation where you perhaps are looking at your finances. This could be maybe perhaps you're wanting a job or a promotion, or you may be working on some kind of leadership role or something to do with your finances, okay? So that's with this and your Queen of Keys. Okay. This queen is also waiting very much for her king to come home. She's kind of sitting at her castle. And there in the distance is, I'm assuming, the king that's about to ride home. Okay. So this could be someone who, like I say, so you could be this woman. And maybe perhaps your husband or your boyfriend or your partner is someone who is about to arrive home and you've been waiting very patiently for them to come home, okay? But for others, it's just the fact that you may be working on, like I said, your authority, your successes, your accomplishments, a business or climbing up the ladder in some kind of way. Okay, for some of you, this might have to do with investments or real estate, or something to do with self-employment. Okay, so it's working on your finances. Okay, with Archangel Gabriel over here, so you also perhaps maybe working on yourself quite a bit. There may be quite a bit of maybe you're waiting for someone, or you're waiting for news on something, because the Archangel Gabriel is basically the messenger angel, and this just could be some kind of maybe perhaps it's a moment that you've been waiting for news. This is also an angel that brings a lot of truth. So maybe there's a situation where you may be waiting for truth, or maybe news on a job. Maybe there's a job that you've applied for and you're waiting for news in order to, waiting for some kind of communication on this job or on this project or on a certain situation. Okay, so there's a lot of communication to do with this, perhaps marketing with your business. Maybe you waiting for someone to help you with marketing on your business, or help someone to come in, just to kind of give you news. This could just be you marketing. Maybe perhaps you getting a marketing role, or you're looking at marketing, but this is really about communication, okay? With the Commitment in the reverse there's obviously some kind of commitment in your life has perhaps come to an end. So, this could really be anything from jobs to an actual end of a relationship, okay? But this is basically something that you were committed to. It's now come to an end. So this is a breakup, and like I said, a relationship breakup, or maybe perhaps a job commitment or whatever it is. You're dealing with perhaps the emotions of that. So maybe even for some of you, this is you waiting. Sorry, I mean, this could be, it's journal, so this really could. For some of you, this is you maybe not as happy as what you think, because maybe you've been waiting for communication with your partner, with your person. Maybe it has something to do with a commitment. Maybe you were waiting for them to come and propose, or you were waiting for them to come home, or whatever it is. And maybe perhaps it wasn't the news that you were expecting, okay? For others of you, it's just that maybe you were waiting for communication with someone that you were in a relationship with or something, and the communication has just you've had a massive breakdown in communication, okay? This is the card of separation, okay? So again, please take whatever resonates. But this is definitely the card telling me that there's been some kind of separation in your life, okay? And you may be dealing with a separation or maybe a breakup. For some, it may just be the fact that your partner's relocated to another place. Maybe your partner's working away from you. And for others, it's an actual breakup of a marriage or of a relationship, okay? And you're needing some time in order to maybe perhaps learn about the circumstances, or you're battling to deal with the circumstances at the moment, okay? This, maybe you're focused, is maybe, how can I put it? You're not feeling like the situation was quite logical. I don't know how to explain this, but you may be quite confused, or maybe you feel a bit deceived by this person, okay, or by the situation. Maybe, like I say, maybe it was a breakup, or maybe your person had to move for work, and you actually feel a little bit deceived, okay? Something's troubling you about this whole separation, or maybe you have a lot of fears about the separation. For some of you. You could, turn to, this is Hilarion, Hilarion, who you can basically turn to in order to have a lot more, talk, or call on your angels in order to help you, okay? Communication is the basis of your whole situation, is communication with someone that's, some form of separation. But it's also time for you to look at the truth, okay? You may not want to admit the truth of the situation to yourself, or trying to figure out why this has happened to you. There just seems to be a real lack of understanding about these circumstances, or a lack of understanding within this communication. Maybe you and your person, or this could be anything, you and a business partner, you and your job. There seems to be just this lack of communication, or a lack of understanding. And so the commitment is at stake. In whatever your situation is, okay? So this doesn't make a difference, whatever your circumstances are. But there's been a breakthrough in the commitment. There's been a separation, whether it's a relationship or whether it's friendship or whatever it is, okay? So that is the basis of maybe perhaps your question, or the basis of what you're going through right now. If this doesn't resonate with you at all, then maybe you need to have a look at maybe one of the other stones, okay? Your current situation with the 8 of scrolls, that's in the reverse, it's got their pathways unknown. Okay, so you may find yourself not knowing what to do, and so you're feeling a little bit stuck. Like all of a sudden you're stuck in between. Sorry, my son's just watching TV and making a lot of noise. You may be stuck in a circumstance that you actually don't know which way to turn because of this situation. Whatever the situation is, it's left you feeling quite stuck. Like now you don't know what you're meant to do, you don't know where you're meant to go. You feel like the pathway is completely, like there's nothing that's open for you, okay? You may be investigating different areas, like, maybe perhaps for some of you, you're trying to decide as to whether you want to join your partner, like perhaps, because of COVID, you can't travel, they can't travel home to you, or you can't travel home to them. And so you're feeling a little bit stuck, okay? For others, it's like I say, it's a completely break of commitment and whatever. And now you're completely unstuck. You don't know what path is open up for you, okay? whatever it is the angels are trying to tell you, that you need to break free. This is just break free from the situation, because it's really you just being stuck in your head, okay? There is a pathway that's open for you. There may be two paths. Try and find the one that stands out to you more, okay? You may be feeling like you don't have the strength to deal with this at the moment because you've got the Archangel Michael is sitting in reverse. So that's telling me that you may don't feel like you've got the strength to actually deal with this. You feel like there's just, you're really in the need of someone to come in and help you and someone to uplift you, because you're seriously battling right here with this whole situation. As I said, whatever it is, whoever you are separating from, whether it's a temporary separation or a full-time separation, a full-time breakup or whatever, you really are struggling with this, and you need to actually ask Archangel Michael to come and help you, because you're battling, you're suffering in silence here, okay? You don't have the strength to really get you going. So please, pile number one, if you're dealing with this kind of situation, if this is you, then please, really call on your angels and ask God in order to come and help you, because, they really want to help you, but, they can't help you if you're stuck, okay? You need to ask for help. You need to surrender and believe in what they're trying to tell you, okay? You've got the Adsam card here. So again, you've lost sight. You've lost sight of your purpose. You've lost sight of maybe perhaps your friends. You've lost sight of your spirit. You're too emotional. You're stressed, okay? You need to, again, you're really needing to find the time. Ask your help from your angels. Ask help from the archangels, from your guides, from God. But this is time for you to really get out there and actually ask for help, because, otherwise you're going to get yourself into a massive amount of depression right now. And that's really not good. Your outcome card here is the reflection card. So yes, this is time for you to reflect on the different options in front of you. This is time for you to go into some deep reflection. Okay, there could be some movement. Again, for some of you, then obviously this is the situation for you, because, you want to move, you want to travel, you want to take a trip, you want to go see someone. You're obviously desperately wanting to go, be with someone that you feel very far away from right now, okay? For others, it's time for you maybe to even take some time away. Maybe perhaps you need to take a bit of a trip and just do a little bit of reflection. If you are really, really stuck, then, call on, go and get, like help. I mean, don't ever be too shy to ask for your friends for help. And if you don't feel like your friends are worthy of your help, go and, get advice perhaps from a counselor or a coach or, someone spiritual. Now perhaps, reach out to maybe a priest if you religious, or pastor or something, but someone from a spiritual sense. But this is really saying to you, you're really needing to get some help here, okay? Meditation can bring answers for you. There's definitely an answer for you, okay? For, as I said, the few of you that are perhaps maybe wanting to travel, just have patience, try and do things that will uplift you, call on your friends and your family support and guidance. Things will change, things are definitely, there's going to be movement, but you held in this separation or this loneliness or whatever you're going through right now for a reason. And God is asking you to really step back, take the time out and deal with this healing. Okay, it's painful, but try and deal with whatever it is. There's a reason why you are alone or separated from your person, and you really need to just take the time out and step back and actually deal with this, and that's what Spirit wants you to do. Okay. So pile number one, so you're not, you guys are obviously going through a really, really, tough time right now, and I'm really sorry for that. But like I said, things will get better. But again, this is time for you to really get in touch with your, the reflections cards also with the moon. This is the moon phase. We're going through it right now. Get in touch. The moon's very feminine. I heard that the other day and I thought that was quite great. Get in touch with your feminine side. Get in touch with your real deep feelings, okay? Open up to yourself and really be honest. If you cannot do it, go and, really go and seek help through a spiritual guidance or, as I said, a counselor, a healer, whatever. But don't stay alone and be alone if you can't deal with this. Please go in and get some kind of healing or help from an outside source. Okay, pile number one. If that resonated, please let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a comment, like, share if you feel like someone else needs to see the message. But thank you very much, and I am going to move on to pile number two. Okay, so those of you who have chosen pile number 2, this is the Bloodstone. This is just going to be a reading. I haven't chosen anything. This is just going to be a Akashic Records reading into your current circumstances, whatever it may be. Okay, so we have got the 6 of Roses, the Ark of Covenant, the Sands of Time, the Master Artisan. Okay, so this is the basis of your current situation. Sorry, it's not really the best. As I said, I'm not at my usual place, so you're just going to have to bear with me for this reading. This is as best as what I can do to get the reading out. Okay, your current circumstances. We've got the Architect. We have got the Divine Physician in reverse. We've got the Birth card. Sorry, please. You can hear my son moaning in the background. He's watching TV. And you'll find the outcome is the Archangel Gabriel. Okay. So the basis of your situation, the first card we have got is the 6 of Roses. So you have dealt with a situation with people or places that are... sorry, can you just bear with me 2 seconds? I do apologize, like I said, today's not my normal circumstances. We're just going to have to wing it. Okay, so the War of the Roses, this is about you dealt with the circumstances where you're at an impasse with someone, there's a lot of fighting. So, you know, this could be anything. People that are not viewing your side of the story, you're not viewing their side of the story. There's a lack of reciprocity, I can never say that word, which is, you know, a lack of give and take in a situation. Perhaps you're dealing with someone who you were doing all the giving and they were doing all the taking. Whatever your circumstances were, you know, like I said, it's the War of the Roses. There's a kind of a peace flag that's kind of in the middle there, but, you know, no one's, you know, they're kind of staring at the flag, but no one's really willing to surrender. These people kind of look like they are, but this one's, you know, we're not interested in your stuff. We just want to win at all costs. Okay. The Ark of Covenant, for some of you, this is things changing in your favor. This is the inner truth that's really coming out. You know, the Ark is something, the Ark of Covenant is really, you know, deep, dark secrets. It's meant to keep the commandments inside there. So it's quite a sacred shrine, if you think about it. So this could be, you know, something that's coming out or something that's coming out in your favor. For some of you, this is possibly legal. It could be perhaps maybe you're getting an inheritance. You know, this could be a change of houses, change of jobs, not really jobs, but like something that's it could be jobs because it's about legal contracts. But like I say, this is about something, you know, maybe perhaps it was a work situation where, you know, you may have been at court, for example, dealing with a court case or a divorce or something like that. But there was like a lack of give and take. Someone wants to give all the take everything. They don't want to share. They don't want, you know, to help in any kind of way. For others, like I say, it could be contracts for a house, housing contracts, could be anything like that. Okay. With the Sands of Time here, you know, you may feel like it's taken a long time, this situation. You may feel like you've been waiting a long time for the situation to be sorted. For others, you feel like you're running out of time. And what this card is saying is, you know, it's all happening within divine timing. So don't stress very much, you know, about whatever these circumstances are, okay? And then you've got the Master Artisan. So this is really about a card of learning. You know, there's a lot for you to learn about these current circumstances. For others, you may actually be, maybe perhaps it is a job where you might have to go back to school. For others, maybe perhaps you're wanting to teach other people something. Okay, so this is, you know, this is someone who's a teacher and they're busy teaching. You know, he's an artisan and he's teaching his people something. You know, they're learning how to make something. So, you know, this could be a contract that maybe you're trying to develop something or you're trying to invent something, or there's something that you want to, you know, send out. And so there's legal contracts around the situation. Maybe perhaps there's negotiations that you're going through, okay? I mean, this is general. So, I mean, really and truly, this could really be anything. This could be the fact of you going back to school to learn something new in a situation. And perhaps now you want to go out and get a job. And you worry that you're running out of time. Maybe perhaps you feel like you're too old to start all over again. Okay, whatever the circumstances are, you're not running out of time. This is the perfect timing to do whatever it is that you're meant to be doing. whatever it is, that is the basis of what you're going through right now. So this doesn't resonate, and maybe you need to perhaps go back to the piles and choose more stones, a different stone. Okay, your current circumstances, you have got you the architect. So the architect's telling me that you basically have whatever it is within you to start over. So maybe perhaps for some of you, you are literally getting a home, or you want to do home design or home improvements. So this is basically you saying, well, that's fine, go and see an architect. For others, maybe perhaps you may be studying architecture, and this is just a sign for you. For others, it's just the fact that what angels are saying to you is that, you get to start. This is like the Ace of Coins. So an offer may be coming, perhaps. So it's a new financial opportunity that's coming your way, okay? You get to be the architecture of your life. So you get to kind of decide what you want to do with this, okay? Again, like I said, this could be these legal contracts that are coming in, and you may be dealing with. You may have had a lawsuit. Maybe perhaps you've lost your job and you had to go and seek legal advice on it, okay, for unfair dismissal or something. And this is saying that, there is an offer coming in on that, okay? Whatever it is, if you're trying to sell your house, buy a new house, whatever it is, there's some kind of offer coming in. Okay, so you've got the divine physician, and it's in reverse. Okay, so there's some kind of healing that needs to take place here. And if it's in reverse, I think that you're battling with this healing right now. You seem to have lost sight of your self-care. You're not looking after yourself. Maybe you've been so caught up in this fighting, in these people who just don't, they just want to take everything from you and not give back in return. This legal situation, whatever this situation was that you're dealing with, you're forgetting the fact that you also are important. And right now you have to discover your own path, and you need to be able to, maybe perhaps even for some of you, look at your own healing gifts. Okay, so for some, you may actually be wanting to go study maybe some kind of healing modality and things like that. But this card is also reminding you that, your thoughts are extremely powerful. Okay, so whatever ideas you've got, your emotions, really sit and think about them, okay? Because these things really can help you. The architecture card is also, this is a new beginning for your financial situation. So whatever you're going through, if you are having negative thoughts, and if you are allowing these people to win via your thoughts, then they're going to win. You have to remember that these people and their circumstances, whatever they've done to you, this is also a card of also, what goes around comes around. It's karmic card or karmic stuff. You don't need to allow these people to get to you. If they are nasty and ugly and whatever, cut yourself off from them, refocus yourself and put it back to yourself, okay? You need to think about, what do you want right now? This is you, the architect, right now. What do you want? If someone said to you, I'm your genie, I'm about to give you whatever it is that you want, what do you want, and what are you going to do with it? How are you going to, if you want $1 million right now, what are you going to do with that $1 million? How are you going to build your life? What is your life going to look like? How is it going to be? And are you trying to do that from financial situation, but you're ignoring yourself within these circumstances? Are you always thinking about other people and forgetting about who you are? There's something about having to pull your situation back to yourself and heal yourself from the situation, okay? Whatever your circumstances are, okay? But yeah, take action. Watch your words, watch your thoughts. Don't get yourself sucked into other people's dramas. Don't get yourself sucked into other people's anger. That's their problem, not yours, okay? With the birth card there, this is a circumstances. Everything is, you've got the one of keys and you've got the birth card. So those are sandwiched between this healing. So you are kind of in between this new birth, this new realization, this new beginning in your life. Okay, so you think about it. It's like you're having a birth and you're becoming the architect of this new you. Okay, so because in the middle, that's kind of all about you, because the divine physician in the upright position is about you healing other people. It is about healing as well. But really and truly, you have to really put yourself first and heal yourself, because you're going through a massive amount of rebirth right now. And if you don't heal yourself, yes, you could win this $1 million. I'm just giving silly examples here. But like angels are trying to say to you, if you're not healed, that $1 million is not going to heal you. It will give you cars and houses and material stuff, but you still have to do the healing, okay? You have to still do this massive amount of rebirth. Don't ignore the rebirth that your body is asking you to do. Okay, you've got Archangel Gabriel in your outcome. So this is very much about communication. Okay, so whether this is you communicating to others or someone's going to come in order to communicate for you, but there's some kind of message that's going to be coming towards you, and it's quite a powerful message. Okay, this is something where there's a lot of communication with Archangel Gabriel. He's the communication angel. There could be a lot of truth coming out. So perhaps if this is a lawsuit and this person, you know, you may be going through a divorce or you may be going through a lawsuit, and these people are just constantly trying to take and they're not giving, and you feel like you're about to lose on this legal matter, then this card is trying to tell you that don't worry, the truth is about to come out. Okay, there's some kind of truth coming out, and this truth is going to help you. Okay, whatever your circumstances, this truth's going to help you. So whether this is communication coming, or maybe perhaps you're going to get someone, a counselor or a teacher. I mean, we have got the Eight of Keys, which is the Master Artisan. So you may be wanting to study architecture. I'm just giving you silly examples right now, but study something, maybe perhaps even architecture, and you're going to have this teacher come forward and someone who's going to basically help you. Okay, whatever this news is, it's definitely time to help you. It could be someone who may be able to help you with publishing or communicating or counseling or mediumship, journalism, marketing, really and truly TV. It's very broad here. Whatever it is, communication or a teacher or something's going to come and help you in whatever the circumstances is right now. But in the meantime, please deal with your healing. Please work on every little bit of healing from the circumstances, from this healing of not feeling good enough, of not feeling worthy enough, of maybe perhaps feeling still angry or any kind of resentment or bitterness. Whatever it is that you've got inside of you, you maybe not feeling like you're worth things, and so you're always giving to others and you're never giving back to yourself. Whatever that is, please work on that in the meantime. Okay, forget all these horrible circumstances. The angels you're going through a rebirth, you're about to have a new beginning, and you're going to get some kind of truth or communication. Whew, okay, so if that makes any sense to you, please give me a comment below, like, share, subscribe. If this is for someone else, please share. You know, by all means, sometimes these messages could be for other people and not necessarily always for yourself. You may hear something and go, you know what, that doesn't make sense for me, but I do know Joe, Susie, maybe perhaps going through that. Okay, that's what I have for you, pile number 2. Thank you very much. For those of you who have chosen pile number 3, this is going to be your reading. I have not prepared anything. We are doing the Akashic. So your circumstances, what are you going through? And that's all I'm using is the Akashic cards right now, just to kind of give me what is going on. I don't have any of my other cards with me. Oh, this card seems to be very popular today, the Master Artisan. And I am shuffling. Okay, so this was in pile number 2. Maybe pile number 2 also has oops, see, just hold it, hang on a second. Okay, so pile number 3, we have got diversity. We have got the Oracle of Delphi. Okay, so this is the basis of your, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I don't know what is with me shuffling today. Please, that noise in the background is just my son. Oh, you have got the Ascent. Okay, you have got the Treasure, the Journey. I really do apologize about setting your course, about the angle. Unfortunately, as I said, this is not my home, and so I'm working with whatever I have available to me right now. Oh gosh, you guys really need to watch pile number 2. This is so weird. Same cards, and I have shuffled different settings, but yeah, very similar cards. Okay. So pile number 3, your current circumstances are very simple. Whatever you're going through right now, you've got the Master Artisan. So you are dealing with some kind of learning right now. Perhaps one of you or a few of you maybe are becoming a professor, or maybe you are a professor and you're about to teach other people stuff, or you could be some kind of lecturer or something like that. For everyone else, there's some kind of skill that you're needing to learn right now. Okay, it could be a physical skill, it could be a situation, you could actually be going back to study. Okay, with the 5 of Scrolls, you've got the card of diversity here. So this is asking you maybe to diversify yourself. So perhaps whatever it is that you're going through, whatever it is that you're trying to study right now, there may be something that you need to diversify yourself on. Okay, So this may be looking into different options. So maybe perhaps within your studies, or whatever it is, I mean, you could be an artisan, for example. So whatever your studies are, you maybe perhaps want to have a look at different areas in your life where you could maybe perhaps improve your circumstances. It's asking you to look at new subjects, new places, okay? Look in different directions, meet new people. This is just, don't scatter your energies too thin, but this is just to have a look in different areas in order for you to expand your current circumstances, okay? It's going to teach you a whole new world and a whole lot of situations. With this one, you have got the Oracle of Delphi. So the Oracle of Delphi is someone who is, she's sitting there on a bit of a throne, and she's, getting scrolls brought to her. Could very much talk about having a psychic abilities or being psychic. Okay. This is someone who, she's basically she's someone who's obviously sitting, waiting for, to receive this kind of scroll, or to receive this very important news from this priest, okay? So you may be maybe you're waiting for some kind of news to come in on your circumstances. You're trying to have a look at the different perceptions. So also with the diversity, you may be looking at things from different angles. This is definitely a time for you to get more in tune with your intuition and your psychic gifts, even if you're not dealing with anything like that. But there's something very close, something with your consciousness, or maybe even for some of you, there's something to do with your past life. So there may be a past life gift, is what it's trying to say to me, that you may have used. Maybe you were some kind of artisan or a psychic or a publisher, an author, whatever it is. There's something from your past life that perhaps wants to come back. The angels are wanting you to get in touch. So maybe perhaps if you can do a past life regression or do some kind of past life meditation and find out what it is that gift could be. Whatever it is, this is about a time for you to really, be quite perceptive, look at the interpretation of these different diverse situations that are around you, okay? And perhaps have a lot of insight. I mean, again, we are dealing with the Akashic records. So, do a meditation into the Akashic and ask the Akashic masters, to please give you some kind of clues or hints as to what it is from your past life that they're wanting you to learn now, okay, or wanting you to use now, because really and truly, there's something that can help you in order to, you have to diversify in whatever it is that you're trying to learn, or whatever your circumstances are. There's something from your past life. It can even be a past life relationship, okay? So you may even have a difficult relationship with someone and you can't understand why you're constantly having this relationship with someone that's difficult. And that can be love relationship, it can be partnership, it can be work, partners, friendships, whatever. It may be perhaps because of a past lifetime that's needing to heal, or something to do with the past life, okay? And it's asking you to maybe look at things from a different angle, or looking at the circumstances from a different situation, and diversify your thoughts. Look into different, it could be anything. Look into different religions, look into different ways of studying. Whatever is your current circumstance, or whatever you're dealing with, it's asking you just to look at things from different perceptions. Look at things from a different angle, okay? Don't see it as a head-on situation. Okay, so I don't know if this is making sense. If not, you can always ask me for a personal reading. I've got all my details up there. With the 7 of Keys, you are ascending, okay? But this is really and truly about the climb. And that means, and that tells me that your financial situation, your business situation, you could very much be working into something where you are getting into a higher position. Maybe perhaps you wanting to apply for a management position or a new job where you're about to get a promotion or a new job. And it's going to be one that's, higher to where you have been. Whatever it is, you definitely are ascending in your life, okay? You're going to have something that's better than what you actually have right now, is what it's basically trying to say. But there may be some new skills, for example, okay? So if you're going for a job interview, for example, really study the company. Look at the company from all different angles. Study the skills that they're asking about. If there's something that maybe perhaps you can't, maybe if you can do a quick short course on that. It can be really and truly, it can be anything. But this is saying to you, you may have been dealing with this climbing in your life and trying to climb higher in your life. And it's just asking you to look at the different ways in order for you to do it. There's different ways to this top, okay? There's not just like one mountain or one view of the mountain. If you're climbing a mountain, there's different angles that you can come up that mountain, okay? So whatever it is that you're trying to get, whatever heights you're trying to get to, there's different ways in which you can get there. You've just got to have a look, okay? But yeah, work hard, and the achievement is going to come. Sorry, you can just hold on 2 seconds. I'll be back. Even me, here I'm trying to do a reading. I'm trying to balance my child next to me, work with different circumstances. You need to adjust, you need to adapt. Whatever happens, you deal with the situation as and when they come, okay? But that is the basis of your question. If that doesn't make sense, maybe go back and look at the other piles, okay? So your current circumstances, we've got the treasure, the journey, and setting your course. Okay, so what this is saying to me is there may have been a kind of loss that you've dealt with. It may, for some, you may have had loss of a loved one, a loss of friendships, a loss of a job. Maybe you had a house broken into. This person's had their house broken into. Their treasure chest is broken, and there's a massive loss. Okay, what you don't realize is in the background there's a tiny little treasure chest with a lot of light coming out of it. So what that's trying to say to me is that the big loss that you've had. There is something smaller that's still there, and there's still some light shining. So don't look at the losses that you've dealt with in your life, and try and see the little bit of glimmer of light and the glimmer of hope that's sitting there, okay? You can't focus on it because you're so focused on what you've lost. But like I said, there's a little treasure chest, and that could be gold. You may have lost whatever here, but this could actually be gold and worth more. You don't see it. Okay, but it's more worthy than anything that's kind of been lost. I mean, obviously, if it's a death of loved one, then it's a different story. But what it's trying to say to you then is that there's still a glimmer of hope in your life. Okay, yes, the loss is big and it's hurtful and it's hard to deal with, but it's still trying to tell you that there is a little bit of glimmer of hope. So please don't lose hope in your life because of this loss. Okay. With the journey here, and then even setting the course, this is really huge. This is saying to me, and even with the architect, okay, you guys have got really amazing cards, because with the Ascent card, the journey, the setting the course, and the architect, and I'm completely jumping, but this is quite a big story here. This is saying to you that whatever it is that you're looking to do, whatever you're wanting to go in your life, okay, there is movement that's going to start happening, okay? Perhaps for some of you, there is an actual journey coming up. So you may be traveling somewhere, when with lockdown and the circumstances, maybe there's going to be something that will open up for you in order for you to be able to travel. For some of you, maybe you have to travel for a new job or travel for work. But this is definitely, you've got that, and you've got the setting your course. There's definitely some kind of travel or some kind of movement that's happening in your life, okay? Things are definitely going. You may be going to a new city. You maybe get a job offer in a new city or a new town. You may have to relocate. You maybe have to leave something behind, and maybe that's the loss. Some of you're relocating to a new country and you're leaving behind your family and your friends, and it's really, really hard. But they're telling you don't stress because there's hope on the horizon. Okay. And this is going to be quite amazing. So they're saying, get packed, go and explore, also diversify. You may have to learn new languages, diversify, new language, new opportunities. Maybe you need to look at new countries and experience, new people, new places, new religions, new food, okay? There's really a need here, pile number 3, for you to really go and explore more than what you know, is what I'm saying, okay? It's really a pile of, there's more out there than whatever you could be thinking about right now. This is a time for you to ascend to a higher level in your life. Diversify yourself, learn more. Your life is really about to expand in so many ways, okay? So I know whatever losses or whatever you feel like you have to leave behind, deal with the pain, deal with the circumstances, but whatever's coming before you is a lot bigger than what it is that you are definitely leaving behind. Okay, setting your course, and that's exactly it. It's like the ship, the journey, the ships everything's packed and ready. They're just waiting for you to climb and hop on board. Okay, but now you also have to say, well, where are we going? Okay, so it's really saying, this is a great time. Broaden your horizons. Again, broaden your horizon, diversify, move, change, okay? This is really, you have to do this within your personal life as well as within your business life, okay? There's great opportunities. You are limitless. There's limitless options, boundless wealth waiting for you, okay? There's massive amount of partnerships, affiliations with different people. Again, definitely some form of travel coming towards you, and there's definitely some kind of perhaps relocation. Okay, so I think a lot of you are definitely relocating and perhaps moving into a different whatever it is. I mean, it can be relocating to a new house, a new business. I mean, it doesn't have to be a massive country relocation. It could be towns. You could be going from one end of town to a completely new end of town. I mean, everyone's circumstances are different. Either which way, you're ascending to a higher level, and there's massive amount of movements. Okay. With the architecture card, it's saying to you, well, you know what? This is a time for you to begin again. You are starting a completely new life. Okay. This is a time for you to, really look at your projects. You may be involved in perhaps building projects, renovations. You may be involved in redecorating. So, in the circumstances, this is a time, quite important for some of you. Maybe building a house. You may be moving, and so when you move, you have to do maybe perhaps some of your own projects. Some of you perhaps maybe wanting to study architecture, and then this is definitely a sign. But there's an opportunity that's there for you, and it's ripe for the picking. Okay, this is definitely a situation where you need to take charge and you need to go with it. Okay, there's definitely a lot of positives coming for you, pile number 3. And again, you're ascending. This is bigger and better than what you can expand. So don't close off your mind. You maybe get a massive opportunity, and it may mean you have to relocate. And as sad as it is to leave everyone you know and everyone you love, the opportunity is that's, I mean, think about what is the view from the top. No matter what, it's all about the climb. And when you get to the top, imagine how beautiful it's going to be when you actually get there and you're able to look around and see what does it actually mean to get there. Okay, you are the architecture of your life. Okay, you're kind of getting a whole new beginning here, to start over in some way in your life. So no matter what struggles and no matter what losses you have to deal with to get there, just continuously say to yourself, how beautiful is the view going to be from the top when I get there? How stunning is it going to be? And you're going to be able to look down, and you're going to be able to see how hard it was for you to get here. So whether this is you starting at the beginning and only joining college right now, or whatever it is that you're going through, the hard work and the effort that you're going to put into the circumstances is going to be amazing. Okay. Right, that is what I have for you, pile number 3. If you like this pile, please give it a thumbs up, and then please give me a comment and share. I mean, if this is something that you go, oh my God, that's not for me, but I think, Sally Ann might enjoy it, then please share this on with Sally Ann. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for your patience, and love you lots, and I'll chat to you soon.